In a small, sun-faded house at the edge of town, there was an old wall clock that ticked louder than anything else in the room. Grandma Eleanor used to say it sounded like a heartbeat, steady, patient, and full of memories. Every morning, she wound the clock carefully, whispering, "Another day, thank you." It had been a gift from her husband many decades ago, back when laughter filled the house and Sundays smelled like fresh bread. After he passed away, the clock became her quiet companion. Her children visited when they could, though life often kept them busy. Phone calls grew shorter, holidays came and went, and the house slowly settled into a gentle silence. But Grandma Eleanor never let the clock stop. She believed that as long as it ticked, the house was still alive. One summer afternoon, her young neighbor Daniel came over to help fix a loose fence. Inside, he noticed the clock and asked why she cared for it so much. She smiled softly. "It reminds me that love doesn't disappear. It just keeps moving like time." Daniel began visiting often, sometimes bringing groceries, sometimes just sitting and listening to her stories about old dances, handwritten letters, and the day she first moved into the house as a bride. As years passed, her steps grew slower. One evening, Daniel noticed the clock had stopped. "Did you forget to wind it?" he asked gently. Grandma Eleanor looked at it for a long moment. "Maybe it's waiting," she said quietly. That night, she went to bed earlier than usual. The next morning, Daniel knocked on her door but received no answer. With a heavy heart, he called for help. Grandma Eleanor had passed away peacefully, her face calm, as if she were listening to a distant melody. During the small gathering at her home, Daniel stood beneath the silent clock, feeling the weight of the quiet room. Remembering her words, he reached up and wound it carefully. Tick, tick, tick. The sound filled the house once again. Later, while sorting through her things, Daniel found a small note tucked behind the clock. "If you're reading this, it means time kept going, and so did love. Please keep the clock alive, and remember to visit someone who might be waiting." Years later, neighbors would still hear the steady ticking through the open windows. And whenever someone asked about the old house, Daniel would smile and say, "She's still here in every second." Because some hearts don't stop, they simply become part of time itself. If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. There are many more long, emotional stories waiting for you, stories that remind us of love, memories, and the people we never forget. Stay with us, watch the full videos,